What's up, everybody? My name is Jeff, and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic, and today we are playing BIOESSENCE Temur. So Bioessence Hydra, one of my favorite cards in Standard right now. 5 Cooper mana cost, 4/4 with trample. When it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter for each loyalty counter on a Planeswalker you control, or Planeswalkers you control. Whenever one or more loyalty counters are put onto Planeswalkers you control, it also gets countered. So can just get insanely big. And I know Oko, in my opinion, ought to be banned immediately. It is stupid they didn't ban it earlier, but while it's out here and it is a little bit broken, we are going to play it, and we're trying to do fun things that are broken besides just Oko that is broken. So that's just so you guys know, that's the reason why he's in the deck. I'm sure a lot of you guys saw him in there and like immediately booked it out of here. It's okay, guys, it's fine. We are trying to do fun things with Oko. And the funnest thing you can do is create a ton of counters on BIOESSENCE Hydra. And as we all know, Oko can get to like 10 or 11 loyalty pretty consistently in games. And so if we do have Oko, getting BIOESSENCE Hydra up to, you know, a 12/12, you know, a 20/20, we've gotten that pretty consistent with the deck. If you ever play a Kiora, also it just bumps up like crazy. So the dream of this deck is to play Gilded Goosey, get out, you know, and then play either Oko, Kiora, or Domri on turn 3. Getting either of those out there helps us ramp. It helps us go crazy. Like any one of them, Domri, Kiora helps us actually ramp up. Oko gets another token for the Gilded Goose to be able to still have the ability to tap down. So all of those are good plays for us. Then on the next turn, we are trying to play, if we can, BIOESSENCE Hydra. That's the dream. Is we do have BIOESSENCE Hydra on turn 4. Or sorry, on turn 3 in this deck. It's just insane when it goes off. It really is so fun. Excuse me, we actually wouldn't be able to, because all of the pump or the ramp that you have with this doesn't actually do enough. The only one that would end up doing it is Kiora. So if you do get Kiora out, you play Gilded Goose. No, even then you don't do it. Huh. Sorry, I didn't mean to spend the time there. So yeah, so I guess we can't get it out on turn 3. Turn 4, though, is when you get out BIOESSENCE Hydra. So on turn 3, what we want to do is play Rhythm of the Wild, and then BIOESSENCE Hydra on turn 4, as a 20/20 swinging in. If you have Oko, Kiora, all this kind of stuff, it's not 20/20, but it's really massive. It's really fun. You get to swing in. The other way we can go with it is we have a bunch of other Hydras in here. We have Voracious Hydra, which can just get really massive if we do have Rhythm of the Wild, or Domri, Chaos Bringer, which gives it Riot. First off, if we have Enter with a counter, then we can have it double that counter, and so it gets 1 extra counter to be able to, so you end up getting 2 extra power, which can make this guy just massive and huge. But really what we're trying to do with this is you can, you know, for enough mana, just swing in for victory, like with a 14/14 with haste. Hydra Crisis, you guys know, is amazing. Anyway, so these are the types of things that we're trying to do. We're trying to play fun, broken stuff in this. I have been playing this in Mythic. I did get booted out from Mythic because the new season just started, or I don't even know, the next month started, and so I got booted out. So now I'm down in Platinum right now. But this was my sideboard. I am going to be playing this Best of 1 right now, just because I like Best of 1 better. It's more fun. I like playing Best of 3 whenever I'm trying to rank up, because if you win the match, if you do really well, then you can rank up better. But if I'm just playing for fun, Best of 1's better. So anyway, let's go ahead and get the gameplay. See how it does. Wish me luck. All right, up against Enderwiggin. Bring it on, Ender. Hey, man, if we had green mana, this is an insane hand. But we don't. Mulligan. Once Upon a Time is nice. We're going to keep this. We'll probably drop a land and use Once Upon a Time to dig for another. I'd hate to get rid of like a possible Planeswalker here, though. But that's what happens. So yeah, keep this. Do we just drop land? I don't want to get rid of Hydra Crisis or Questing Beast. This hand is pretty insane with them. But if Gilded Goose does die, yeah, I mean, we have a chance of finding other stuff. So yeah, Forest down, your go, he says. I guess if we find basic Forest, it's good to hit here. Yeah, stopping grounds. We just got to go for land here. Day 2 live. This gives us 2 of every color, so this is really good mana base for us here. Pretty solid stuff. Next turn, we will pay to create another token. It is good for us to have. Okay, swings in. We shall block. Not unblockable yet. Man, I do hate paying too much life for this, but creating more food tokens so I can use her Gilded Goose multiple times is really good as well. All right, so pass the turn. And I mean, we do end up, like, even if it just creates food tokens that we have to sack to try to stay alive, it does end up giving us more life, I guess. Fervent Champion, lots of stuff coming down. Hopefully I don't have the Cavalcade of Calamity. This is an insane hand for that. Questing Beast coming down next turn, though, pretty good. Yeah, block. Create a food token. Down to 14. Domri is interesting. But we play a Questing Beast here. I hate how low I'm bringing myself down right now. We create a lot of really good blockers. Domri does let us fight something, kill stuff. Oh, they have it. Of course they have it. Everyone has it. They don't swing in, though. That's really good. All right. Domri. This lets us have a big Hydrocrisis on the next turn. It's tapped. The issue with going down, taking down with Domri is that then they can just swing in and Cavalcade Calamity will kill them. I kind of would prefer to keep him alive for the Hydrocrisis, which just gains us life. But killing Fervent Champion right now, or killing one of these guys, does seem pretty solid. So let's just go ahead and do that. We'll kill you with the Goose.
Ooh, I revel in devastation.
I'm gonna go ahead and say your go. The guy's really not letting any time for thought. That's just frustrating. I recognize, though, I do when people take a long time, it's one of those, like, if you're waiting to the end of the rope like every single time, that's when it gets frustrating, in my opinion. But all right, Bonecrusher Giant does kill our Gilded Goosey. Fervent Champion swings in.
I'll be back after I've licked my wounds.
Interesting that he's willing to trade that off. It does make sense, though. We'll die. Let's go ahead and swing in with Questing Beast real quick. I don't want to go too low on my life total here. They're stuck on 2 lands. They're down to 7. Hydroid for 3 means that we have lethal next turn. So I mean, yeah, I guess we play Hydroid Crisis for 3. We draw a card, gain some life. Gain a life. Fervent Champion swings in, doesn't pay for 10th Street Dodger. This means they have some sort of, let's say, no blocks. I don't want to have them have a chance for gotcha with, like, Skewer the Critics or something. I mean, I guess they can still kill Hydrocrisis with a Skewer the Critics. I should have at least blocked the Fervent Champion, but keeping these guys alive means we have lethal, so. And I don't think that they have a way of actually killing us. Them killing our creatures is much worse for us. I want to say your go so bad because he did it to me, but I'm not going to. I'm a good person. If he times this out, though, like if he goes to the rope, then I'm going to do it like 10 times. 15 times, perhaps. I probably won't. All right, so opponent did time out his turn. Has some sort of response here. It looks like it was a shock. All right, opponent times out again. Alrighty. That's good. This is actually the reason why a lot of people don't like Arena right now, which I think is a shame because it is true that people are doofuses. And it does make the game worse. But that's okay. I still think Arena is really fun to play, and so it doesn't bother me too much. I don't know. What about you guys? How often do you guys run into stuff like that? Some people say they run into like every single day. I have that happen probably twice a week, which I don't think is too bad. All right, Riven Dest, which I mean, I accidentally did it to someone else the other day because I ended up having to step away from the computer and it wouldn't let me concede before I had to go. And so like it's like it does happen, but that was at the very beginning of the game. Like I went into the game and it conceded. Like I had to leave before I could concede. Anyway. I was keeping this because we at least have good stuff in hand. I'm not sure if this was an amazing hand. BIOESSENCE Hydra to the top. I like lands, but that is what we're trying to do. We have Rhythm of the Wild. We have a lot of like ramp possibilities here. All right. And this is the other reason I wanted to keep it is because of Bone Crusher Giant and Stomp. As we have at least have a good turn 2, turn 3 play. And that's pretty good against this deck, hopefully. Oko comes down next turn. Corpse Knight also coming down. Pretty good with Hero of Precinct 1. Land. Okay, here's the question. Do I just want to play Rhythm of Wild? Kiora is also pretty good. Lets me untap next turn and gives me BIOESSENCE Hydra. Let's go for Oko. Just Oko. Create a food token. Turning this guy into a 3/3 is also a way we could have gone, just because Corpse Knight can get annoying, but I think that with what we have has a possibility of happening here, we're going to be okay. Oko can kind of hold the front for a bit. We can play Rhythm of the Wild. Can we Kiora in with Rhythm? No, we don't have enough mana. Maybe find like Gilded Goose. That's pretty good as well.
Strife makes
Alright, they can do 3 damage to Oko this turn now. They can bring back Hero. That's pretty good too.
Your body, not your soul.
The lifelink is going to be annoying.
So it's a game you're interested in.
Right, turn the food into an elk, swing it
Your new look is enchanting.
at Soren. Getting rid of lifelink is going to be important here. Yeah, they're going to go. They will let that go.
Reckoning will come,
And now I'm thinking I may just play the Bone Crusher Giant as a good blocker. I'd rather get down Rhythm of the Wild first, but next turn we can play Kiora and Rhythm of the Wild, and then BIOESSENCE Hydra for a massive BIOESSENCE Hydra. That's going to be really fun. Oath of Kaya. Nice. Wow. What a turn. Doesn't get to kill Oko, but it is still that's a lot of pain. Alright, Kiora. Forest. Untap here.
Let's get moving.
Rhythm of the Wild. Create a food token and no attacks past the turn. So next turn we get BIOESSENCE Hydra, at least pretty big, coming in with Trample. Kaya killing the token. Kaya, man, this is a really good deck against Oko. I'm actually really impressed. Going wide is pretty good stuff against the Oko decks. And this is what Wizards of the Coast has been saying with their stuff is they're not sure if it's actually worth. All right, do they actually kill Kiora here as well? That's sad.
Got that
You're too
sinking
close-minded.
feeling again.
Domri is interesting. We do get out BIOESSENCE Hydra and start swinging in. How much damage are we taking here? I can untap it at the end as well. So this is what we do. We play BIOESSENCE Hydra with haste. We swing at Kaya and then we untap it. All right. Forgot about that. Next turn we can bring down Kiora and Domri. Chaos Bringer. They have Noxious Grasp in hand as well.
I'll be back.
Just you wait. The ocean surges, life thrives.
They're going to do a lot of damage here. Next turn, we get to bring out quite a bit of loyalty. All right, block. And I actually want to be able to untap this guy as well. There we go. That's a perfect land for us. All right, so Kiora. We still have enough to play Domri. Yes. All right, so play Kiora.
All
right, BIOESSENCE Hydra gets pretty massive. They actually should have swung in with everything. Because even if they lost one here, Precinct 1, I think it's actually better for them. If they have removal here, though, that's of course annoying. Taking up would give me a bit more damage, but I think we definitely take down here. We want to dig for creatures. If we can find like a Hydra Krasis, it's really good. Voracious Hydra, actually really good here. And both, why not? Swing in. So Voracious Hydra means that we have lethal even if they find a way to kill this. The issue is, of course, dying before that happens. It is definitely possible. They have Castle Ardenvale to create one more token. They have... We can block one of these guys, so they have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're actually... If they don't have a way to do one more point of damage to our face, so any creature... Oh, wait, Corpse Knight did it! Oh, no! The Corpse Knight did it. They did have the Mortify anyway. Oh, bother. Yeah. The Oath of Kaya. The other thing was swinging in at Soren, but I think we had to at the time. Yeah, they just played really well. It was close. We had the victory on the next turn, but they got us before then. All right, we're up against Henry. It's so weird, like, to just see a normal name after all the other names you see. We're up against a guy named Henry. We are gonna keep this. I like Stomp into Domri. We have Voracious Hydra, so we have a lot of removal in the deck. We're on the draw, so we can hopefully find land. And if we hit up to 3 for Domri, we at least get some ramp towards the BIOESSENCE Hydra. Alright, Stomping Ground. Tapped. Mono red might be a little bit difficult for us to beat. Oh, especially 2 Fervent Champions start. We will stomp one of those dudes. Once Upon a Time is nice. Get to dig for land. I think that's all we're looking for here is land. Gilded Goose, no. Yeah, Breeding Pool. Let's pass the turn. We can stomp on their turn. See what else they got going on here. Okay, we do have to stomp before they go to combat. Down to 14. Next turn. Man, this is painful. Do we just play Paradise Druid? It can't even block the Fervent Champion. We can play Voracious Hydra here and kill Fervent Champion. Keeping them off creatures is not a bad way to go here. So it's kind of sad, but actually, wait, cancel. Here's the issue: is if we play this, they could very easily have shock. So we're gonna play Domri and just tick up.
Let's see some panic in the streets.
So Voracious Hydra would have died before getting anything. So I'd rather just play this a little bit safer. Yeah, pass the turn. Any damage that goes towards Domri is damage not at our face. Okay, Slaying Fire. So yeah, so Voracious Hydra would have died anyway. That's 4 damage that's not at our face. That is pretty good. I mean, it's not great or anything, but... Alrighty, down to 7. Bone Crusher Giant. Now we're just in survival mode. If we can find lands, that would be pretty great. Down to 5. Light up the stage, okay. It's the lands. That is cracked. That was awkward. Doesn't swing in, get good. Man. Alright, we know that we can kill the Fervent Champion, right? So that's what we do. Get another blocker out there, kill the Fervent Champion, swing in with Bone Crusher Giant. And it can block anything that would have haste. Or it should. I'm not sure if I want to risk not building up more of a board there. Like, we could have gone for Paradise Druids to play other stuff, bigger stuff. But let's go ahead and just get rid of this Fervent Champion. Swing in, start getting in damage because they are eventually going to find enough burn just to kill us. Yeah. Bone Crusher Giant. And Rimrock Knight. We have blockers for each of them. So we can block. Do I want to get out Paradise Druid or Rhythm of the Wild? If we play Rhythm of the Wild, so this is just my thought process. Rhythm of the Wild, next turn we can play Paradise Druid and Paradise Druid with a 3-2. We can give one haste, give the other one 3-2. Block if we need to, but that way we can get out 2 creatures so we can keep one of the ramp creatures. I think we play just Paradise Druid though, because Hexproof means that if one of these guys does die from removal, we at least still have a blocker to block the Rimrock Knight. So I think that that's the better play here. Swings in. Block and block. Just in case they have light up the stage or something. Yeah, I'm going to make him pay it full price for it. Island Shock. Probably just going to play the Rimrock Knight and Scorch Spitter. Yep. Yep. Land. Alright, Questing Beast is pretty good here. I want to keep up the blocker here with this. Voracious Hydra killing Scorch Spitter is also not a bad way to go. Just to get rid of that incidental damage. Just play it for 2. Questing Beast gets us closer to actually... I think we do go Voracious Hydra. Again, the more turns we let this go on, though, it's pretty bad for us. So, kill Scorch Spitter. Block the Rimrock Knight next turn. Pass the turn. I guess I could have gotten it up to big enough to be able to block and stay alive against the Rimrock Knight by tapping Paradise Druid. But yeah, see, that's the issue, which, I mean, I don't think we could have played that fast enough to actually win. Not hitting any lands for that many turns, though, was really bad. If we'd found them earlier, I think we would have had a shot. Even one Hydrate Krasis would have given us enough life to stay in the game as well. That was just... that was a consequence of just kind of poor drawing there. I think that we could win against that deck in a best of 3. All right, up against Maggot 85, bringing on Maggot. This looks like a lot of tapped lands, but still pretty good. We get out Paradise Druid on turn 2 with Gilded Goose and everything. So yeah, we're going to play this. Keep it. There is a lot of ramp potential here with some big ramp payoffs, and so I'm liking it. I dig it. I hate it. Alright, we're looking for untapped land. Yeah, Cure to the bottom, pass the turn. If we can get this Oko right away, that's pretty good for us. Cavalcade of Calamity for turn 2, very interesting. Well, Paradise Druid, since we ain't got nothing else to do here. The tap lands hurt every once in a while. I am going to keep land. Land is nice right now. I don't want to block with this Paradise Druid. Chandra, yeah.
Anyone need a fire started?
We at least get the kill Chandra with this Oko.
Cute.
And swinging with Paradise Druid, so no blocks. Okay, play Oko.
Who's more foolish? The fool or the fool who rules them?
And
you see
swing
the
both
humor
at
here.
Chandra. Chandra's annoying enough to get rid of for sure.
Ugh,
I'm just
training's
worried that they're
so
going to have a lot
hard.
of stuff coming down now. We do have creatures on the board, though. We have creatures. Voracious Hydra can kill pretty much anything that they've got. Torbrand can come down, but then Oko just changes them into an elk. Dude, Oko's so broken. Oko is so broko. That kills Oko. Alright, so this is looking like the elemental version, so I'm
Why
not
do you
going to kill
cross-
Scampering Scorcher
why do you
if I can avoid it,
cross
because
me?
I think they'll have the
I
Thunderkin
grace
guy to
you
bring
with
him
my
back from the
lack of
graveyard.
presence.
X4 Hydra Krasis is not bad. But I just want Rhythm of the Wild out. I think I'd rather play that. I'd rather get down Hydra Krasis for 4, I think, here. Okay, so up to 16. So let's see here. I have one blocker. If they have another Scampering Scorcher, this is going to get out of hand. Do I want to be attacking in is the question. If they just have removal for our guys, it doesn't help a lot. I think we say no attacks. We win by, like, with some massive explosive plays, like Rhythm of Wild into, like, a Voracious Hydra, doubling up his counters. Just shocks our face. Okay, light up the stage, I'm assuming. Or skewer the critics. At our face as well. 10th Street Dodger pays for it, I'm assuming. We're definitely killing these two 10th Street Dodgers if they swing in. Okay. Alright, Domri pay for Rhythm of the Wild. Next turn, Bioessence Hydra. If we can stay alive, what is this? This is 5 damage here. Hey. Oh, we don't have enough. Oh, we do have enough. Do I just want to Voracious Hydra kill these 10th Street Dodgers is the question. Alright, I am going to go for Domri Rhythm of the Wild. It's a little bit awkward. But if we get...
Whatever happens next, it's gonna hurt ya.
Okay, no attacks. Keep up 2 blockers at least here. See how crazy the draw is. It should just be a mountain. They're at 4. They haven't found one for a while. There we go. I say should, but we are lucky that it was a mountain. Very lucky. All right, we actually prefer them going at our face here, which is the smarter play for them. They go at Domri. I mean, they can end up killing Domri by swinging with everything. This does mean our Bioessence Hydra isn't as big, but we may just want to go for Voracious Hydra instead. It gets bigger than the Bioessence Hydra at this point.
Hit me again.
Okay, so yeah, I think we go for Voracious Hydra because Voracious Hydra Crisis will probably make them scoop, and we don't want that to happen yet. We want to win better. So it's probably the safer play, for sure the safer play.
Oh, you're gonna
All right,
help
green.
in this
So
instance.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? Yeah, 6. So X6. One gives it Riot, so we get Riot twice with Rhythm of the Wild. So haste once, counter the second time. So now it's 7 counters onto it. Double the counters onto the Voracious Hydra. 14, so swing in here. Dude, it's so fun. Down to 6, past the turn. Yeah, Bioessence Hydra would not have been even close that big. It would have been 7. 8 with the extra counter. And opponent does scoop it up. Whew, oh, that's so fun to swing with big, hasty creatures. I mean, Galta's a 12/12, but who needs Galta when you got Voracious Hydra and Bioessence Hydra and stuff, you know? You know? Oh man, that was fun. All right, so I am gonna call it there with this one. We went 2-2. Normally I play 5 games, but I do got to get going here right now, so sorry guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This deck, just so you guys know, it is down in the description below if you guys want to check it out. It has been doing really well for me, even in Mythic right now. And it's a fun one to play. Like, you are still playing Oko, you still have all the broken things you can do, but there's a few pieces in here that just make it even more fun. And that's the whole point, right? So I hope you guys enjoy it. See you guys the next time. Bye.